Sup YouTube, it is your friendly neighborhood Galaxy here, and I am bringing you the third and final episode in the Super Monday Night Combat Beta overview, first impressions, commentary, whatever you want to call it, series, a thingamabobber. So in the first part we went over an overview of Super MNC, in particular its changes from the original Monday Night Combat. The second part was the first impressions I have of this game, as well as an overview of Combat Girl, her skills, ups, downs, stuff like that. This third and final part is going to be more of a straightforward commentary of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, tips, tricks. I mean, not that they're really tips and tricks, more so just what I do, because I'm not a pro SMNC player. I'm a mediocre one at best. Again, I have like 3 or 4 hours on this game, not that much. So, here I set up what I'm going to be doing for the remaining 9 minutes of the game, which is I set all of my combat kitties up around this corner and I hold this area down. Now the reason I set up my combat kitties around the corner is because combat kitties are, unlike fire bases, are not very strong when it comes to, you know, health and defense. They get destroyed very easily. Like right there, one of mine got destroyed by one attack of the sharpshooter, and there goes the other 3. So the reason I have them around the corner is this way they don't get wiped out and, like, essentially long range, you know, sniped by the enemy pros. If it's around the corner, then the enemies will have to at least go into the line of fire of the combat kitties to destroy them, and I'll be there to help add damage. My bots will be there, and so on and so forth. I bought Regenitol a little while back, which is, I don't think, something I really touched upon before. Regenitol is one of the few things that you can actually spend your money on in this game. It costs $250, and it regenerates your health at a much faster pace until it's like worn out, I guess. And it's pretty useful because, you know, it's only $250, and, you know, you're not going to be spending your money on much else, because, again, there's really not much to spend your money on. And it's better, certainly better than running all the way back to spawn, so, you know, it gets a thumbs up. It's pretty handy dandy. So, yeah, this is basically what the remaining 8 minutes is. Me spamming at bots with my machine gun, letting them walk into the combat kitties do some damage, use the Super Kamehameha Blast whenever possible to do maximum damage, and there I got either my second or third kill of the game. I think that was also my last kill of the game that I get, though there might be another. And here, this is one of those examples where I don't fight to the death for that spot, because, oh, there's a crap slack, because, you know, your life is more important than, you know, holding down that area for a little bit longer. It's always better to retreat and live to fight another day than to die, especially because in late game your spawn timer is longer. Respawn timer, excuse me, increases with time as the game goes on. So early on, you know, your respawn time might only be 5 seconds, but by now it's going to be like, you know, 15, 20 seconds, and you're going to be off the field for a long time, which is really bad for your team, and kind of ruins your chance of victory. So yeah, dying is not good, particularly in the late stages of the game. I really was kind of proud of myself when I was doing this, because I was one of the, you know, major reasons that we were doing so well in this bot lane, you know, with my combat kitties and my healing and my Kamehameha Blast of awesome. However, I did not do this alone, and even if you don't see my teammates around a lot of the time, it is important to stress that you can't do much in this game as a lone wolf. You will need your team support. For a lot of this time, one of our sharpshooters is with me a lot, and just to help add, you know, I guess supporting fire, but also more importantly, the sight of 2 pros is going to scare away people than one lone combat girl, because combat girl's a support character, but, you know, if there's combat girl and a sharpshooter, then, well, you know, you're not going to go charge in because, again, your life's very important in this game. And here, there's a sumo guy, and I got so lucky there. He could have grappled me like 3 times earlier, but I lure him back into my combat kitties and my bots, and just backpedal while spraying, and he stupidly charged into my trap, I suppose. So yeah, you'll notice I'm not being very accurate when I come to shooting with my machine gun. I wish I knew its name, otherwise I'm just calling it the machine gun. I'm kind of spraying a little bit more than you would think would be good, and the reason I do this is because I have to damage as many bots as I can, because that's how you get the money in this game, is by damaging bots, and then when the bot's finished off, you get some of the credit, like you get all of the points for killing that bot, as I went over in the first part. I think I referred to it as like tapping the enemy bots. So if you just tap all of the bots and then your bots finish them off, you'll get the points for killing all of them, which I think is more useful than focusing your fire on one bot and getting the points from just that one bot. And here this guy gets raped. He just gets slammed by everyone. So yeah, this is pretty much just how it goes for the rest of the game. You know, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward stuff. Not really much to talk about because I'm not really doing much. It's just the same old strategy. Gotta go heal my combat kitties. You don't really see me heal much because, like I said, you don't really get points or XP or money for healing in this game. The only time I'll really switch to my heal gun is to either A, heal my combat kitties, or to, if I see like a pro, which is, you know, low on health, like right in front of me, I'll switch to my heal gun, heal him up, and continue on my merry little way. Oh boy, 2.5 minutes left. What to talk about? I just don't want to obviously say exactly what I'm doing. I kind of want to go through more of why, but I went through combat girl, abilities, combat kitties, overview, first impressions. Here I am pushing up a bit because, you know, with the rest of my team pushing up, I want to get a blast on that turret. Because again, killing turrets is very, very useful. And I get juice here, which again only increases your offense. So I decide to use it on the jackbot, because jackbots can, you know, really just tear through a lot. And by destroying that jackbot early on, I pretty much don't cause any pause in our bot's advance. Plus I give our jackbot the advantage when he pushes up and starts to absolutely destroy their money ball. I'm playing a bit more aggressive here. I'm no longer around the corner, and that's because there's no reason for me to be back around that corner. The enemies really aren't pushing to that corner again, so by sitting there, I would basically just be camping in a corner. Like, I wouldn't be helping the team out at all, though. Notice how I keep my combat kitties here as a fallback in case they manage to push up, because I don't want to put them in the line of fire, really, like, consistently in the threat of being shot by enemy pros. So I could put them, you know, right where I'm staring at right now. It's still not recommended, like, in my just personal thought, just because, you know, you could perhaps get caught while you're laying down, you know, your combat kitties, so you can only get, say, 2 of the 4 rather than all 4 of them, and, you know, just 1 or 2 combat kitties really isn't going to do much by itself. So this is pretty much the end of the game. This is basically just us bringing down the money ball. And there we go. I wish I could honestly read the scoreboard, but it is really tiny font on my side. But I hope you enjoyed this 3-part first impressions overview series thing, and Galaxy out.
And that's the game. Hey fans, please remember to save your ticket stub. You're going to get 50% off any government-issued food tube at your designated dispensary.